Hey, I'm John Greaves III. I'm the co-founder of Garage Gym Life, and this is the Body Solid SPR1000, which is the commercial version of the GPR 400, which some of you guys may be familiar with if you are home gym owners who have used Body Solid brand stuff before. Now, this rack is a 3x3 inch, 11 gauge steel, full commercial power rack. And don't get excited about the fact that it has said commercial. We'll get back to why it may be perfect for your home gym in a second. But this rack comes standard with laser etched numbers and a full attachment ecosystem. So everything that you see here on the rack is available to add to a package. But what it comes standard with are J-cups, premium safety spotters, and an integrated pull-up bar. The thing that I really like about the SPR is it's, number one, taller. In every other respect that I've found, it's like the GPR. So it's like basically, what's the GPR gonna do when it grows up? It's gonna be the SPR. Now, if you decide to upgrade to the functional trainer package, you have a choice of just functional trainer or what you see here, which is the SPRFTS, which means it's selectorized, which gives you access to these dual 210-pound weight stacks that are actually upgradable to 310 pounds as an additional option. It's got a very smooth 2-to-1 cable ratio, and all of that is connected to these dual 180-degree swivel pulleys that are here in the front. So not only do you get 180 degrees of smooth movement right here, if I wanted to do something like a cable crossover, do my cable crossover, no problem. And I want to go ahead and point out the aluminum pulleys. These come standard with aluminum. No need to go on Amazon to try to buy upgrades. It's standard with aluminum pulleys. But check out how easy it is for you to adjust this. Just with one hand, down and back up. Really smooth. Got a quad roller carriage system. And this whole thing gives you access to both mid high, and of course, low pulley options. I can't go down because the safety spotter arm is in the way, but the safety straps are in the way, but you can go all the way down there. In fact, using this gives you up to 40 vertical adjustments. This gives you the true advantage of a functional trainer without any of the drawbacks that you see with some other brands where they have the functional trainer stacks inside the rack, which makes the rack unusable. Instead, with this SPRFTS, you're able to put the functional trainer attachment outside of the rack. You can still use the rack for what a power rack is for. You can squat in here, you can bench in here. I did that yesterday and it was no problem at all. I had a great workout. Something else I want to show you guys. Look how they run the cable on the outside instead of back here like you sometimes have with a lot of these functional trainer attachments. They've got it out of the way so that you're not going to be getting in your way when you're lifting weights over here, okay? So it's not in the way at all. So there are really only two things that I think could be improved about this unit, and they're really simple, and maybe they're just things that are unique to me, but let's go. The first one is I do like the integrated pull-up arm. This pull-up bar right here, I like it, but I would like to see a little bit better, maybe grippier surface. It doesn't have to be knurling, because I know that women a lot of times don't like knurling, and then even some men say they don't have any need for aggressive knurling on a pull-up bar, but I would like to see a more grippier surface, because while I can do this, the average person is gonna slip and fall, especially if you're doing some of those CrossFit-y type exercises where you're gonna get really, really sweaty. Other thing that I love to see Body Solid do is, you see, I mentioned they've got laser etched numbers, right? And by the way, these holes are 2 inches apart, but they're 1 inch apart down here in the bench zone. So you can really, really dial in your bench position. That's something that's not missed. But back to, but I'm supposed to be talking about stuff I don't like, all right? And that is, I wish the numbers were every hole in the section where it's 2 inches apart instead of every other. Even down here where it's 1 inch apart, you see they go every other hole. All right, now that may raise the cost of the unit a little bit because it does cost money every time you laser etch, but those are just the little touches that to me aren't deal breakers, but they're just some of the things that I would say would make this a premium item as opposed to just a very, very good value. But there's a space for both in the market. All in all, this is a unit that I would definitely recommend, especially if you're somebody who is either first starting a home gym, or maybe you got an old unit, something that you maybe found in, on Craigslist, or if people still do that at Facebook Marketplace, and now you want to upgrade. This would be a great unit to upgrade to, because this thing, I can say with confidence, is going to still be there when your kids are ready to live with you. And that's especially because Body Solid gives a lifetime warranty on their product. Scott, the CEO of Body Solid, actually told me a story one time how somebody bought a Body Solid product used and one of the cables was frayed. And he contacted the company and they replaced the cable for him. That's the kind of thing that I look for when I'm recommending a company, because I want you guys to be able to depend on it, that they're going to take care of you, okay? And that lifetime warranty means a lot more because they've been in business for several decades. All right. So if this looks like something that you guys want to try, add to your home gym, all you got to do is go to bodysolid.com, use the dealer locator and find a dealer that's near you and just hit them up and say, hey, Garage Gym Life told me to reach out to you guys because I want to get me an SPRFTS from my home gym.